Welcome all as we congregate to the greatest toy line in community, ever growing, ever changing. As we collect and adapt these figures to our own imaginations and embrace the fun, there's much to learn, especially if you're new to Mythics. Hello and welcome to episode 94, New to Mythics. I am joined by three extraordinary talents tonight, man. Friday night. Where do I begin? I'm going to start with this guy right here, Israel Ramirez. How are you today, man? Welcome.
Really good. I'd say 2.5 talents.
Right.
With me being the half.
Right? No, man,
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here. I've been wanting you to be on for quite a while. We've gone back and forth. We're busy guys, but I'm grateful that you're finally here. Thank you very much. Down here in this corner, we've got Israel Lopez. How are you
Yes.
today, sir?
Good. Thank you for inviting me. And yes, I'm very excited to be part of this
Thank you.
program. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. And this guy right here, man, I've been hearing a lot about this guy right here, man. Jason Rodriguez.
The demo.
Man, this guy, whenever I see these sculpts, people are like, who is that? Who did that? Who did that? This guy right here.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate to be here with you and meet you finally.
Thank you.
Greg,
Thank you.
And talk about this amazing project that we are working on.
Yes, I'm honored. Real fast, tell me how, because I know you've been sculpting on your own, sculpting a lot of stuff. I see a lot of your stuff. So you had your own kind of business where you sculpted.
Yeah.
How did it turn into, you know what? I'm going to do a toy line.
Okay. Well, this is a good question. I start, as many folks know, I am start making many sculpts to third-party printers, based almost all on Mythic Legends figures. So I meet to Israel Ramirez. He as me, he loved the Mesoamerican culture, the Aztec, the Tolteca, the Mayans. So we started to make a custom project that he named the Sons of Quetzalcoatl. So that was the first vision of this new project that we are working on. So yeah, that's pretty much hard work. Many hours of sculpting, many or that one is.
Let me see.
Woo! Is that coming in clear there?
Yeah.
I have it in a bell jar. And that was where we collaborated. But, basically I just told Jason what my vision was, and he made it come to life, And he told me a story where he had learned how to sculpt during the pandemic on YouTube. And I just thought it was amazing because, not only is he incredibly prolific, but he does excellent work. So this was what we came up with.
Man.
And Nikki Nicole Cheney painted this one up for me.
Wow.
So, and there's some.
That's beautiful.
Let me bring the person of the one that Jason did for me. Remember, Jason, the one that.
Yeah, as Isra told us, I start to sculpting on the pandemic on the 2020, and watching videos of YouTube. That one is one of my sculpts that can.
Yes.
Jason,
this was a commission by Jason that he did the head.
Wow.
And then I turned it into
thanks for sharing this.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
now,
he's a master of sculpting.
When you say sculpting, is that like on
3D sculpting? I'm starting making custom figures with epoxy sculpt 10 years ago, but nothing really constant or about that one. I start to make to start in ZBrush and Blender, and on the pandemic, and
Mm-hmm.
I have almost 6 years sculpting now.
Mm-hmm.
But I sculpt 8 or 10 hours by day, the 7 days
Yeah,
of the week.
you're an artist, man.
Thanks. I trying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Um,
that's why he has the nickname Jason Demon Rodriguez, because he sculpts like a man possessed, and it
Like a madman.
incredibly prolific and high quality designs that he puts out.
so what is it, Jason, that like inspires you to make this to create? What do you know when you wake up and you're like, I want to make, like, what is it that you know?
Okay, well, as Mexican, we have on our culture so inside on our heart. So I love since I was a kid. I want to be a paleontology. I don't know how to say paleontology.
Paleontologist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but here in Mexico, it's hard to study that. So I turned the way to some more realistic to work here in Mexico.
Hmm.
So, but I always love the art, the sculpts, the Mesoamerican statues, all that. So I want to make my own superheroes, Mexican superheroes. So I start to see the Aztec culture, the Mexica culture as a inspiration to make this.
Hmm.
So that's the
I
way I try.
So I want to bring up your studio here on Instagram, and just I just want to take a look at I was looking at this the other night, and just but it's a lot of different, a lot of different things, like your interpretations of characters that are already there, but man, they're just so like clean and just
Thanks.
crisp, like just beautiful, man. Like, man. And what's funny is like I've seen a lot of these things in collectors, that they have, and I'm like, where did that come from? Now I know.
Yeah, you can. Many people say that on the conventions they in single table you can find Jason Demon skull head.
And that's got to make you feel good, Jason, that people are fans of
Yeah,
your beautiful work, man.
thanks. Appreciate.
Yeah, I love it. I love it's just so sharp and detailed.
Thanks.
Yeah, the texture they put on the head is different. I mean, yes, his touch, or because I you can see different artists sculpting, but his touch
Hmm.
is just very very unique.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a signature
Yes,
where you're like, okay,
the
that's
face
the demon
expression.
right there. That's the demon.
Yeah, you cannot go wrong. Like if you see one of his sculpts everywhere, you can say, "Oh, this is Damon," even though
Thank
he's not.
you.
Yeah,
Now, do you like to change it up, Jason? Do you do like other, like I want to do a cartoon character today, or I want to do, or
Yeah,
right now are you really,
that
consumed?
I try to push myself to make different styles to learn more and be better each day.
Hmm.
That pushed me to make different characters.
This is my favorite thing right here. I was looking at this last night, and I'm like, oh, this is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Was
Oh yeah.
Excalibur, and
Yeah.
this that you made here, oh, I love it so much.
Thanks.
Yeah, and it's not what I love about it is, and this is something that I've talked about before, is an artist has their own interpretation. So like this is not an exact duplicate of what's in the movie. It's your interpretation of, through your art and your creativity, this is what you create, and it makes it even more special and perfect, I think.
Thanks.
I love it.
That's the part to be an artist. I think that take some characters and transform in your style.
Hmm.
That's the touch that from an artist.
Just the detail. It's incredible. So once you decided that you were going to start your own toy line, um,
Uh,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I decide to start because I want to make the fears as Aztec action figure articulated. As Mexican and as Latino, we don't have many
Right.
many figures outside on the market to represent our culture and our brown skin. That
Yes.
yeah, that's my principal motivation to make this.
Yeah. Yeah. And I that's something that I wanted to bring up is diversity.
Yeah,
I see it a lot, and I'm grateful. Like in the Mythic Legions, we see a lot of dark skinned characters. We see some chocolate skin characters, Asian characters, and it's nice to see that. But I think we need a lot more of that for sure. And
Brown
so I
power.
think, huh?
Some more brown power.
That's right. Brown won't let you down. That's right.
yeah.
I had a friend when I was young tell me, he said, well, I don't remember what we were talking about, but just like different races being in the social media, and he's like, watch commercials and see how many brown people, Asian people, black people you see in commercials. And I didn't really notice. And then what, because you're so used to seeing what you see that you don't think about it, and so I started, and I'm like, whoa, I don't see any Mexican people. I don't see any, like in commercials and movies. These days it's a little bit different, it's a little bit better. But I think right now is the perfect time for you guys to be launching this toy line.
And
Because
also, I think that it's important that he's bringing accurate stuff
Mhm.
so people know. Because if you say Mexican, then you think on a big hat with a big mustache
Right.
and with a cerveza in the.
I
So
mean, I like that, but there's so
no,
much
no.
more,
But I'm just saying that it's a misconception
Yeah.
of what a
Yes.
Mexican culture is, right? Because if you
History,
say
yes,
yes,
history and culture
so
for
that's
sure.
what well we try, we as part of the we try to get, but he's the one that started all this dream, and it was my dream too. Like, so when he invited me, I was like, oh yeah, I was
I'll
crying.
be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
how go ahead,
my
is
my whole collecting experience has been filtered through that lens of looking for representation.
Mhm.
When before I didn't collect toys when I was a kid, but when my kids were going to be born, I wanted them to have toys that represented their ethnic identity, and there wasn't anything like that when I was growing up. I had five. There were five brothers, and we didn't have enough money to get it. But if you think about it, Masters of the Universe was like the biggest, most successful action figure toy line, and they had every race and every ethnicity except for Latino.
Mhm.
Except for there weren't any Mexicans, right? There were
Right.
Asians, there were blacks, and as a matter of fact, they didn't get their first Latino character until Val Staples um, basically commissioned Plasmar
Mhm.
or PowerCon. So that was only a few years ago. They had done hundreds and hundreds of characters. No Mexicans, no Latinos, no Mesoamericans, nothing like that. Right.
But
So
they still or ideas to create their own characters, right?
right. So I started collecting exclusively Mexican and Chinese
Mhm.
action figures because my sons are half Mexican and half Chinese. And at the beginning for Mexicans, it was only wrestlers, right?
Mhm.
And that was all you could find is WWE guys, lucha libre guys. But now we've gotten a lot more, but nothing like what Jason is introducing. So I'm proud to have a small part of trying to bring this into the consciousness.
Mhm. Absolutely. And he left. He's gone now.
So
So, Jason, like, so how did you had the idea? What's your next step, to get this toy line thing off the ground? Did you have to find someone that knows how to make these toys, how to design and engineer them? Like, what was your next step in the process?
Okay. I will tell you about the process in a small sentence. But we start the sculpting on the. I made a request about each character,
Mm-hmm.
trying to make the historical property and use the elements on each character and the line. I make the sculpt based on codex on all stuff historical.
Am I in?
So then I make the engineering articulating because I have a little, I can say, I have reference to working with some indie companies
I'm
to
gonna
Mm-hmm.
sign
making
out and
toys
then sign
for
back in.
them. And then I find a friend. In this case, is Paris Escandon, who helped me to make the prototypes, printing and modifying each part that need to be fixed to fit perfectly. And then I found artists to help me, like
Mm-hmm.
Lop Mejorada, to that put that touch that we need on
Mm-hmm.
each character, and find others artists to help me to make the paint masters.
Mm-hmm.
We have people working as Anna Escandon is she paint with Siloposli Quetzalcoatl. I have a Ben McCall
Mm-hmm.
painting
Yeah.
Tlaloc. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have another friend Chris. He is painting Tezcatlipoca, and Lop Mejorada is he painting the army builder
Mm-hmm.
figure. So that's
Beautiful.
our masterpiece painters. And then we will start the pre-campaign on Kickstarter to get a number of followers, and then start the campaign to be bake the project.
Okay.
We are working on with a production manager is Chris Gregory. He is
Yes.
the best on this
Yes.
kind of projects.
You're you got the
Yeah,
right team. You got the right
uh,
team,
yeah.
Jason.
We have a great team. We are working hard. We are making the good. I think we are making a good stuff with this, and I'm very proud from all these guys that are on the team of Rise of
Mhm.
the Fifth Son. And we
Yeah.
have the padrino, Israel Ramirez is our
Yeah.
padrino. He is making a great work with this line, promoting and finding people who can help us as you with this interview. So
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that
No,
all people
I'm
as you are
grateful.
making this. Thanks,
Yeah, I'm grateful. Any opportunity I can to help you guys or bring
thanks.
recognition to this. And I'm looking at these early prototypes here. These printed. Are these actual articulated or are they
No,
printed?
that was a first print because we need to be on the Toyland.
Hmm.
That was printed by our friend Lob Mejorada, and
Okay.
the diorama was printed by my friend Chris Faraone, and
Yes, that's my
yeah,
boy.
I'm painted by the master Lob Mejorada. Looks so
That
amazing.
oh that
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Now
When he sent me the pics, I said, "What the hell? Ay, cabrón!"
yeah, I cabron.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Sometimes I rush. Sometimes I take it. I think
yeah,
it. I think
but
it
now
slowly. But yeah.
Chris, my buddy Chris said that this diorama is going to be available, I guess, as part of the Kickstarter.
yeah, it will be part of the Kickstarter, the files to each people
Yes, yes.
who bake support the project will have the files ready to print on bamboo lab printers.
Hmm.
All are setting by my friend Chris
Beautiful.
Faraone,
Yeah.
and for the three principal bakers, the people who put more money on the Kickstarter will
Hmm.
take a dio painted by our artists.
Wow. Yeah, it's yep, that's this guy right here.
So
Yeah, it's this go ahead.
right now we're getting the prototypes painted up. So if you want to see them, you can see them at the Mythic Meetup May 2nd. Chris Ferrone send us a copy of the dio that's being painted up and readied, and then I have different customizers and painters who are painting up prototypes, so you can see them in person at the California Mythic Meetup, which is happening May 2nd. It's going to be in Citrus Heights, California, which is in the Sacramento area. And this is our fourth annual Mythic Meetup.
You need to
Can't
make one
wait
in
to see
Houston.
you there. Huh?
You need to make one in Houston or something in Houston.
Yeah.
Well, this is a
Houston.
California Mythic Meetup, so you know,
But we
if
need
if
a
if,
Houston one,
if
right?
you want to do a Houston one, then you gotta like just do it. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Israel, call me and we'll try to get some attention for that. You know, I
Right.
got my buddy Jay Waters. He's in Texas. I think he's in Houston also.
Well,
Yeah, I think
Texas is pretty huge, right?
It's a big state.
Yes.
So it needs to have a get together, and it needs to represent as well.
Absolutely.
Um,
So
Absolutely.
I have the place where we can do it. In Houston, I know the owner of the Houston Toy Museum, so he can give us the space. So
That sounds good.
we just need to.
that sounds like a great venue, and the best way to get on something like that going is to reach out to Jeremy Gerard,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and
I
because he's the one that's in charge of sending all that product. We got really lucky with the timing of this because Sons of the Red Star is really hot.
Mhm.
A lot of these figures are sold out in a lot of places.
Yeah.
And then there's also huge demand for the Legendary Warrior. So we expect a lot of people showing up in person to get them in their hot little
Absolutely.
hands. And then these mythic meetups are just cropping up everywhere.
Yeah, they're
Last year, Blake Recon Rage showed up to ours, and then he started his in Oregon.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm sure there are more. And somebody mentioned that something was in the works, or they were thinking about something in Texas. But Texas is big enough that
Houston.
you got Houston, you got Dallas, you have San Antonio. What else?
what about Mexico?
Right.
Yeah, right.
In
you know?
Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'd
when
go.
when
I'd go.
the line be baked, we can consider it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because,
I wanted to ask Jason a few more questions. I know you got to go pretty soon.
yeah.
So how did you, and we'll swing back to the Mythic meetups. So tell me about your research into the different characters. Like, how deep did you go, and like what kind of help did you have on that? Like, how did you decide which to pick for this wave, and the look? Like, how did you decide on that?
Well, I designed making a request about the codex. We have a lot of info about each god, so I try to find on the codex. Each character has I will post here. I will put a reference on the image
Mhm.
to show you
Yes,
what
please.
I talking about. Yeah. Just give me a second.
And I love the
I made
colors.
this.
I
Yeah,
see a lot of
I
grays
love
and
how
browns, but I
I
love the
love how
color. Go ahead.
I love how true they are to the original designs too.
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you can
Okay.
see here, we talk to Huitzilopochtli, the so-called human bird. So I read the history how born Huitzilopochtli. I
Mhm.
found here drawing is from the codex. So you can see here the Cihuacotl sword that is a snake, this blue snake.
Mhm.
On the history, he turned on fire as the action figure that we were present. So I take the colors of the skin from the head. If you can
Mhm.
see here, Huitzilopochtli has a head. On her head, he has
Mhm.
a hummingbird.
Mhm.
So I take all that elements to make possible the sculpts and the
Mhm.
colors on these figures. I study on the codex. I read many books that I have. I have two friends to help me with this. This is one is a history teacher here on Mexico. Another is a
Mhm.
pre-Hispanic music here in Mexico. They was helped me to make a consult to this.
Hmm.
And I have a little friend from Love Mejorada with some elements from each characters to make this the more uh,
Accurate.
accurate.
Accurate. Yeah. Can I see that painted again, Israel? Can I see that
Well,
again?
this is Tezcatlipoca.
Beautiful.
We can. I would put a picture from Huitzilopochtli master
Okay.
paint to so
Oh yeah,
you can
he's got
I
see
love the
how
colors too, man. The colors that you guys have chosen are they're
yeah.
just
Mexican
so
culture. It's
vibrant,
very colorful. It's
vibrant and colorful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean,
Look at that.
these are classic designs. The Jaguar warrior, you know, the hummingbird as the god of war is something that's pretty interesting. I didn't know until I went on a trip of Central America that hummingbirds are actually very ferocious fighters.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
and their belief was that if you died in battle, you would go and into heaven and become a hummingbird, or
turning.
if you were a woman, if you died in childbirth, which is the female equivalent of having to go through warfare, that you would become a hummingbird as well. So that's why a hummingbird is a god of war.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
this is Quetzalcoatl, the first serpent. If you can see on this figure, we are based on the colors and some elements from the Codex writing here. You can see this head is the we're based to make the Ejecatl head, the one with the mask. I will put some pictures from it.
Okay.
Uh, Give me a second to put
Yeah, no, you're
a video.
fine.
So basically, you're going to be playing with toys and with history, because
Yes.
they full of history elements that they're going to tell you about history. And if you go deeper into the legends, it's amazing. The world of the Aztec. I mean, this project is going to turn out humongous. There's a lot of
Mhm.
creatures, a lot of monsters, a lot of deities that they're gonna come up. But it's very very wonderful. And what he's doing again, like he said, every codex, every figure, it's is based on the codex. Like this one is a Hecatl. Like I say, this representation, it's the god of wind. If you can see some kind of bird, that it's
Yeah.
like his mask. That mask it removes, and it's a face. That's going to be removable, that mask. So he did it really good there. And if
Man.
you look at the ancient codex, it's exactly the same. He's trying to
Yeah.
be almost, let's say, 90% accurate with the Aztec
Mhm.
codex. So that's
Right.
why he did a great job right there.
And the
Yeah.
detail, so much detail.
Yes.
The ancient Mexica people, if they came back, well, they're still here, but if you brought somebody back, I think they would be able to recognize,
Mhm.
this pantheon of gods.
Yeah, they will start praying and they're like,
What size did these scale as, Jason?
Oh, it was thinking to be the other lines and 112,
Mhm.
as the Mythic Legends and Savage Crucible and that stuff. This is they are a little bigger than they, because these are gods. They
Yeah,
are stronger
that's right.
and powerful. Yeah, so that's the
hey, but this
representation
is this
on
is
that.
this
Oh,
is the
wow.
legions.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So they're gonna be bigger. This is the snake. This is the snake that they just come out. The
Yeah.
but
Is
but
that
it's,
an Indian warrior
yeah,
with the custom feathered headdress?
I love
yeah.
that headdress. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So for years I'd been begging Eric Treadaway to make figures like this, just kind of whispering in his ear every chance I get. He made the Is Ramirez figure, which was the first figure of Quetzalcoatl way
Mhm.
back when, because I suggested it. So I've been bending his ear and all that. So that's why we got like the Indian warriors. I think I think I could take a
Yeah.
little bit of credit for that. And then coming up, we're going to have Basilia and we're going to have Coatl Warriors. And so you're going to be able to play with those and with the Rise of the Fifth Sun figures together.
Yes.
And it's going to make an incredible display, especially if you get that awesome diorama. This is my dream line. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I've been, you know, twisting Eric's arm and whispering in his ear and saying,
this is what I did with another one, but that's so you can easily play with legends and this is another Jason head too, another Dragon Jason head.
Yeah,
you can easily play with them. This is the big.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be very fun to be having this line with the Mythic Legions and display it, and it's gonna be super awesome.
They're gonna go great. But the only problem is, they're so beautiful that my eyes are gonna go right to these beautiful figures because the colors and everything and the detail is beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Wow.
That's the hardest part with these figures. We have a lot of troubles to get the lowest price with the producer because they will need a lot of molding job. They will need a lot of cuts to making the molds. So we try to make the lowest price, but we want preserve the quality on this. We want to. It looks like the Paint Master. We want that quality to these figures. And if you can see, these figures has a lot accessories. Are many much accessories that all the figures that you can find on the same range of these figures. So you can put off all the armor. You in the gods on three of the gods you have an alternative head. You have three weapons and the helmet and the shield. You have on Quetzalcoatl the heart, the mask. This has a lot accessories. So these figures.
Jason's not cutting any corners with this line. Obviously, as detailed as it needs to be and as colorful as it needs to be, these are deluxe figures.
And the body he made, the body he sculpted, it's beautiful. It's
beautiful.
It's one of the more. I don't see any detail like body than this one. And
it looks like me and right? When we were younger.
I think he probably was inspired by my physique.
I think so.
Yeah.
So the Kickstarter, Jason, is May 5th. It starts.
Well,
that's when the landing page. That's when the landing page goes up.
Okay. Not yet.
Not the official start of the Kickstarter. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah. We will talking about to make the landing page on 5 de Mayo, May 5, because we need a little more time to have all the master painting and take a nice shots, professional picture from each character. We want to make the things on the best quality possible to the people understand what about this line, right? Also, we have Terrence who was help us with this to promote this line, and they has his own Kickstarter, the Realm Creative. So they will start on my first. So we want to give them space to have a successful Kickstarter too.
Okay.
To don't compete. Don't have a competition between friends.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. We wanted to make sure that we didn't step on anybody's toes, and this is the golden age of Kickstarters and action figures and collecting, and so that's why. That's one of the reasons behind the timing there is that we want everybody to be successful and we don't want to step on anyone's toes.
So, well, Jason, I would love you guys to come back too when your Kickstarter is going, and we could talk more about it, and we can look at the actual page and all that, and really dig into everything that you guys are offering for the Kickstarter. I also noticed you have a beautiful T-shirt there. Let's
Oh
see.
yeah, this is the first one.
Let me see here.
Official T-shirt about Quetzalcoatl as God. You can see here on here on the throne.
Beautiful.
So,
Now, how is that? How will that be available at some point?
we yeah we will have on on our Kickstarter page
Okay.
some cool designs of T-shirt to support to that people that don't collect action figures. He can get some
Mhm.
merch about
Right.
Rise of the Fifth Son.
Right. One more quick question too about it. Now, do you see yourself once the Kickstarter, once it's successful, and the figures are in my hand at my house? Now, do you feel like you will add, like you will print more heads and more, parts for the figures that we own already? Like, is that something that you've thought about? Um,
Okay, we don't talk much about that. Maybe I don't be jealous if some artists make a third party for Rise of the Fifth Son. So
no, I mean
uh,
you. I mean you
you
making them.
I really I don't know really because I want to make a second web. If we have a successful,
Mhm.
we I you can see here with love mejorada. That's
Oh
the
man, I want that
yeah
right now.
Miklantecutli prototype.
Woo!
I'm still working on articulate it,
Beautiful.
make more molds. I'm working on the female body too. I make we are planning to make some animal figures.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yes. Yes.
we
More animals.
yeah. If this work, the line will grow as the people want it.
Yeah.
I hear all to the fans.
Mhm.
If they want, I provide.
That
That's the
sounds
plan.
good. I
Yeah.
can't wait. I can't wait till it starts. I can't wait to pledge. Yeah, it's beautiful, and the time is right. And you guys, you have a great team. It looks like, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for these.
Well, I need to go
Mhm.
stop a little. If when I
Yeah,
back, you still here, I will back.
sure, sure. Thank
So
you so much for your
a
time,
pleasure to
Jason.
be with you. No, don't worry.
Yeah,
I always have time for you, man. Don't
thank you,
worry.
Thanks.
thank you.
See you later.
Thanks, Jason.
We'll see
Thanks,
you
Israel.
again. Thank you.
Hello. Bye, Israel.
Adios.
Take care of yourself. Adios.
Adios.
Adiós. Nos vemos.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That toy
Yeah.
line is amazing.
So again, for
So
your
what
question,
happened when I cut out?
Nothing. You were fine. I could see you and hear you perfectly.
Really? It was just a black screen, so I
we were
figured you
trying.
couldn't hear me.
What happened?
Could you hear me call my wife and tell her that?
No, I didn't hear that.
No, it was just it just,
Yeah,
it just went black.
she
and
put a
that's it.
call in. I declined it, and then all of a sudden the screen went black.
Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, your phone got confused, and
Yeah.
it's yeah. So you got to when Schmerps, when you're on with New to Mythics, you gotta put it on silent and don't
Okay.
answer no calls.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for
So sorry
that,
about that.
that question, I don't think he.
Trying to be an attentive husband and then do all this kind of stuff.
yeah, he's a
Yeah, I
busy
don't
guy.
think he
It
need
can
to
be
do
hard
the
sometimes.
more figures.
Yeah,
We-
but I was
we
just
can-
explaining how I started collecting Mexican and Chinese action figures. And then
Oh.
there were a lot of Chinese action figures because of all the martial arts movies, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee,
Right.
and all that. And the Mexican niche was still a little bit underdeveloped and small. And then I just switched entirely to Mexican.
I think that's so interesting that you did not collect toys.
no.
So you had no toys as a kid? You just
I had
played
no.
with like
I had no
rocks
toys.
and
I had no. You know how John Leguizamo makes that joke? It was a good thing that we were boys, otherwise we would have had nothing to play with.
I mean, yeah, that's valid. I mean, I would go out, I'd have a stick and a rock and
I had
I would
4
go.
brothers, so I played with them. Our
Yeah.
favorite game was like kick the crap out of each other. We did that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
bet.
throw rocks and go out in the desert and
Yes.
hit things with sticks. Yeah, we had that.
So when you were a
But
kid,
I
you
remember
were
having
meeting
a
the
dream when I was a kid,
you were a bad kid, right?
that I was in a sandbox and I kept digging up all these Star Wars toys, right?
Yeah.
And I was so happy because, oh my gosh, there's Luke Skywalker, there's Darth Vader. Wow, like somebody just left all these uh, toys in the sandbox. And then I woke up, and of course, it was a dream, and I didn't have any
I had a dream
toys.
like that when I was little. I wanted Boba Fett so bad. And I
Yeah,
remember I had a dream and I like it was like there. I was at my grandma's house and I opened it and I was just like, I'm so happy and elated. I wanted this figure so bad. And I
right.
woke up, I was just mad. I was just so mad. I'm like, damn it. I don't have it. It's not here.
It's
Well,
like
and
it's
not
like
only did I miss out on Boba Fett, but I missed out on all the other figures that
Everything. You missed everything.
and then you'd go to your friend's house and then they'd have toys. And part of it was that my parents were very religious. So
Hmm.
they try to keep us away from like movies and worldly things like, toys and Dungeons and Dragons and all that stuff. So, but you'd see other kids and you'd want it.
Hmm.
So when I got old enough that I could afford to buy my own stuff, I just said, well, I'm going to give myself a childhood and I'm going to be as immature as I possibly can. And so
There you go.
I've been able to capture, I don't have the nostalgia, but I've been able to capture some of that joy from collecting toys.
And what was it about Mythic Legions that attracted you to their line?
Um, well, I think it's just the craftsmanship and just that they're the best at what they do. They're the
They are.
top of their game. So I was collecting Four Horsemen product before I knew that I was collecting Four Horsemen product. I used to go to the mall. I wasn't much of a shopper, and my wife would love to shop, and I'd just be sitting there bored. But once I started collecting toys, I'd go to like KB or like Spencer's or like Hot Topic or whatever, and I'd start finding these, and it turned out that a lot of the stuff that I thought was cool that I was just collecting just because I thought it was well crafted, detailed, well sculpted, all that stuff, was Four Horsemen stuff, or pre Four
Hmm.
Horsemen.
Right.
It was McFarlane stuff that they had worked on. So what kind of sucked me into collecting them was, do you remember Zethius in the Seventh Kingdom?
Sounds
That,
familiar.
that was their original IP when they came out with their original IP.
Hmm.
Zethius was a Minotaur, a blue Minotaur.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and they made like 8 or 9 Minotaur cow creatures. It was called the Seventh Kingdom, and then after that, they held a public vote for the fans, and they created Ramathor, which was an elephant, right?
Mm.
yeah.
And then after that, they went on to create bird figures through Gothotropolis. So I just
Right.
followed along. I became part of this online community. I met them personally, right? And I was just a fan of all the great stuff that they were making, and that's
Mhm.
how I ended up getting
And
really into just mostly now just collecting almost exclusively Mythic Legions, Cosmic
mhm.
Legions, Infinite Legions, and
it
all
it
their
helps. It helps that they're great people too.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. I first met Eric Treadaway, and Nate Barch and the guys at San Diego Comic Con. Um, and I was one of the posters, like one of the top posters, or maybe the top poster as far as number of posts in the Fantastic Exclusive Forum, which was, just a regular old message board
Hmm.
that they had for fans before the cabal, before Facebook, before all of that. So the other fans gave me a list of questions to ask Eric Treadaway and the guys when I was there. So I was kind of covering, covering them, and then got to know them personally. And now every year when I go to Mythic Legions, Nate and I um, stay at Eric Treadaway's house.
Nice. That's
And
awesome.
and then so that's kind of neat. And then Nate got hired on full time. Nate's also like our big celebrity guest every year at our Mythic meetup in the Sacramento area. And then we also have Owen O'Dog Ortling, who's a former um, a former employee of the Four Horsemen and who now works for McFarlane. So it's a really good excuse for us to get together, right between Legions Con, because our Mythic meetup on May 2nd is right smack dab between Legions Con, 6 months between.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jay's Armory.
yeah, Jay is a wonderful member of the community. He does a lot of 3D printing and stuff, and he's going to have a lot of stuff for sale. He also has he puts paint nights together where people in the local community who are fans of Mythic and who are Mythics and who are customizers come together, and we really enjoy, doing painting stuff up, customizing stuff, and trying to be like Isra Lop Mejorada, who's the king of Aztec and Mesoamerican, Mayan, and Incan customizers. I want to see some more stuff. I don't know how much stuff. I don't know how much stuff you want to show Israel and how much stuff you want to hold back to surprise people at Legions Con. But in just a couple years, sharing a table at Legions Con, Israel has, he's become a sensation. For the Four Horsemen, they all want to come see what he's got there. Like the celebrity guests all want a piece of that stuff because he makes these crazy, giant, super imaginative customs. Like, I don't know where he gets.
You want to show a few?
They want to copy me.
Let's check it out.
This is one of
the other thing I like about his customs is that see,
look at that. Look at that.
Who else does crazy stuff like that?
He's got a brophiitis.
This is a troll body. This is the troll.
That's a troll right there.
Look at that.
Right?
That's a troll.
I love the tree that's like his headrest. There's like a tree back there.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's insane, Israel.
Israel, is that from the Native American legend of the horned serpent creature?
Well, no. This just make it this like
a forest hear dragon. You.
This is just a forest dragon. Can you hear me?
Can't hear.
You can't hear him?
Can you hear him? I can't.
Yeah. It's your phone.
Let me show you another.
Can you hear me, Israel?
I hear you fine. I just can't hear Israel.
Oh.
This is another one that I mean the first time.
He just Frankenstein's like some of the weirdest things.
Look at
that. And this has wings, but I don't have a space for.
He's like a mad scientist,
And your creations are huge. You make big creations.
Yeah,
I love the fur on that.
He goes big, man.
Now, how do you ship all that, Israel? You ship it all to a friend's house, or
I usually don't sell it. I only sell my
shipping.
Aztec. But this is another one.
Look at that
armor.
You can put a figure on top of this, like it's a mount.
Yeah,
so I like to do mounts. That's what I like to do more. But right now I'm moving. I'm just got my house, so I'm moving, and I don't bring all my stuff yet.
Yeah.
But this is also part of my Aztec collection right here.
Beautiful.
Aztec customs.
Yeah, he goes big.
Beautiful. Wow.
So look, this is on a Mythic Legends body. I don't know if you can see it good, but it is something that I'm gonna bring. It's another version of Mictlantecutli, but on a Mythic Legends body.
I love it. I love that headpiece too. It's beautiful.
And then this is another version of.
Oh no! I'm sorry. What happened?
What happened?
No, it just because I haven't.
Did he drop something?
Yeah, it just dropped.
Okay.
Nothing I can customize it again.
Like, please don't break it. Oh no! Wow. Oh, I love that lady right there to the right.
Yeah, this is actually something that is gonna be probably something like this on second wave.
Yes, love it.
This is Micatecihuatl, which is the Aztec
Beautiful.
This is an axolotl.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. Amazing work, Israel.
So I have
Amazing.
all my Aztecs, but I don't have all my my Mythic Legion. Some of it, like I have right here. Let me put it on. So I don't move it. Like this is one of the dragons that I make, but for like a double-headed dragon. And I also increase the size because the legs.
Yeah.
So it has like weapons and all that.
Yeah.
So all the
I
customs
can't
that
hear
I-
anything that Isra is saying, so let me pop in. I
Yeah,
don't see
try-
his mouth-
yeah,
if
try
I
to-
ever don't see his mouth moving, but I want to take credit for him coming to the Mythic Legions community because I was the first one to send him some Mythic Legions figures and Mythic Legions parts, and I said, "You gotta do this."
Yeah, he's the one to introduce me to Legions.
So I brought him in. I got him hooked on the Mythic Legions
And I'm waiting on the
community
dragons.
and on creating all this stuff. So I'll take some credit for that.
You should.
I'm waiting on the big dragons. I bought me 3, so I'm gonna make one like a big creature. So there's a big creature that fights all these Aztec gods, which I have it right here. I don't know if you can see it.
I'm gonna pop
Whoa.
out. I'm gonna
Okay.
pop out. I'm gonna
Okay,
pop out
is-
and pop back in. and
Okay,
see if it's the audio issues. All right.
So this actually Israel always make fun of me because that was actually a like a real alligator head that I find on the flea market, and he's like,
It's
"Yeah,
a
you
real
always
head?
make-"
It's real?
Yeah, the head it's a crocodile. So I bought one of those
Wow.
T-Rex, big T-Rex, Jurassic Parks, and then I chop it and put the real crocodile head. Because on the Aztec mythology, there is 2 gods that fight that creature. So Quetzalcoatl and Tezcatlipoca, they were brothers. And then there was a creature called Zipactli, which it was like an alligator, frog, ocean creature that don't allow nothing to be created.
Mhm.
So they decided to kill it in order to create humanity. And,
Wow.
and the funny part is one of them, he chopped his head. I mean, he chopped his leg, and then right here we don't put it as a chop it, but he chopped it and used it as a bait to bring that because he was a god killer,
Mhm.
and then they kill her, and then they both can create humanity.
Wow.
So yeah, it's like I say, if you go to Aztec mythology, I mean, these stories that have like I was telling you, they're gonna be fun and they have a lot of history. I was surprised nobody did it before. Like I mean, they
Yeah.
don't have movies. They don't have because there's like if you can see there's a tons of where to get
Right.
histories, legends, and good very good movies. Because this is actually if you look at Quetzalcoatl, which is the feather snake, it's in each big culture they have something similar.
Mhm.
Like in China they have like the dragons. They kind of have, if you go to even south, they have another god called Kukulkan, which is
Mhm.
from Mayans and everything is the same as Quetzalcoatl. And Isra knows more because he's all around South America. I was telling him about all the other creatures that they look like Quetzalcoatl, or they're in another cultures like Kukulkan, like the Chinese dragons, all
Right.
that. So I was telling them about the big universe that can be created with these figures, with this.
Yeah. Even the Basque people have a serpent, a flying
Yeah.
serpent god. That's
In a-
that's one of their main. That's part of their main pantheon. So it's a very universal type thing.
Yeah, I think this toy line is perfect timing for for us to get amazing new figures and to learn different
I like to use
cultures.
real
and
feathers.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is this god, but in another. This is Aztec and this is Mayan.
Okay.
It's Kukulkan, but it's the same. Which is the same. They just call it different way.
And the thing I realized is recently my wife and I went on a tour of Central America where we were in, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, Belize, and then most recently in Mexico, the Yucatan, and seeing all of the major architectural sites, is that they're all connected. I mean, they're
Mhm.
all very, very similar people. even when we talk about the Anasazi people in New Mexico, right? The ones that created the pueblos and all that up here in the Americas, they've already found that they are connected to Teotihuacan. So we have different cultures, different interpretations, but we're all, basically
one big culture.
tied together. Yes, we're
Mhm.
very tied together. With because if you look into, the Mayan gods, for example, you'll see recurring themes. You'll see like Tlaloc. You'll see, the god with fangs. You'll see the serpent motif repeated over and over. Different names for basically the
Mhm.
same sort of deities, right? Different
Yeah.
practices, and the reason it works so well with action figures is that the those cultures had a lot of anthropomorphic
Mhm.
like characters that they
Yeah.
sculpted up back in the day. So they had a Batman, right? They had Kamatots.
I
Uh,
have it. You want to see it? I
yeah,
make my own
always.
version.
So they had a Batman. They had
Mhm.
they had their superheroes and their
Mhm.
gods and their monsters, and they were often created by mashing, like a serpent and a human together, or a monkey, or a dog, and so yeah.
Wow.
So that's why it works so well with what Isra does with the customizing, and also with the action figures. So I'm just really glad that we're getting a chance to um scratch that itch and get all these figures out there,
Right.
Yeah.
because it's a
Make more
proud.
accurate. Make more accurate.
Mhm.
For the public, because everybody again, even on Marvel, there's a lot of, they try to introduce it, but they don't, they put it like in a wrong way. Like let's say this guy from DC, I think is the which is supposed to be Mictlantecutli, but it's just a guy that throws up on fire. I don't know what's his name.
Well,
Diablo, right? They call it Diablo, right?
Kirby, the king of comics, right?
Mhm.
Kirby took a lot of inspiration from Mesoamerica and Inca, and you'll see the DC gods and heroes with the big headdresses and all
Mhm.
that.
Right. Right.
Those are clearly derived, and he admits, from the inspiration from those cultures. So
So
a lot
remember
of
me.
the,
Remember,
Galactus with his giant
One of my
headdress,
favorites. He's one of my favorites. I love
right?
Galactus. Look at that.
Yeah, that's directly taken from as inspiration from our culture, right?
this is, yeah. I think remember we were talking about the X-Men. What is this called? The big robots. They kind of look like old
Sentinel.
mechanics.
The
Yeah, the
Oh,
Sentinels.
Sentinels. Yeah.
Sentinels. So this is a representation of an action figure of an ancient old mech head. I don't know
Yeah.
if you see those big heads. That
Yeah.
it's only the head. So this is a representation in my head
I
of
love
them,
it.
and I think they look a lot like those Sentinels. Like
I
probably they
agree.
could
Yeah.
Yeah,
inspire.
very much so. And because Kirby was the king of comics, and because he was so heavily inspired by Mesoamerican, Central American, Mexican culture, um, people, have seen these sort of designs, but don't realize where they actually come from,
Mhm.
the heavy influence is there. He was basically doing homages to characters that come from that pantheon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Eternals,
Right.
right? All those figures, uh,
Yeah, you
they
can kind of tell too in like his pages, all the angles and things, and where he would fill the space with all this intricate. Like it looks like some of the designs
yeah,
from the Mexican American art and stuff. It looks very
right.
similar.
Well, yeah, the level of attention to detail, if you go to all the ancient archaeological sites, you will really see that
Hmm.
sort of geometric designs, attention to detail, all of that kind of stuff that Kirby was really, really um,
Right.
into. So, hopefully we'll get these designs out there, and more people will be inspired.
Absolutely.
I,
Let's circle back. Let's circle back before we wrap it up. Back to the
okay.
meetup. So this is the second. How many meetups have we had
This
so
is
far?
the fourth annual Mythic meetup.
Okay.
In Sacramento. Yeah.
And it's at
Galaxy Games Cafe in Citrus Heights.
okay.
Yeah, which is.
And I see that you have a Curtis.
Well, Curtis, showed up last year and welcomed everybody and attended. I don't know if he's coming this year, but Curtis is everywhere.
He is. He really
So
is.
even if he's not there physically, he will be there with us in spirit. Also, want to show off our really cool T-shirt designed by Michael Kunit. Mike. We've still got a few of the black ones left.
Oh, I love that.
So a lot of people have been asking for these. So we've got a few of them left from last year. And we're also putting this design on a new T-shirt, which is a royal blue that I think will look really cool.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to.
Yeah. So we'll have the Four Horsemen table with a lot of the hottest figures that people are really wanting to get their hands on. We'll have that there, and then we'll have other vendors. We'll have contests. It's going to be in a D&D type role-playing game space.
Mm-hmm.
For the new D&D game,
they're going to have some of that RPG action going on. Last year there was a painting contest, where Nate Barch and O&O Dog Ortling were the judges. You can win prizes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be fun, just hanging out, meeting new people, and getting our hands on.
I wish I could make it.
Figures.
Me too. Yeah, it looks like a great time. So
I've been trying to get Israel or Jason out here. I haven't gotten Jason across the border yet, but I
know
yeah.
Coyote. I
can. Jason has to get a visa and all that stuff. He's
he will.
After this, he's gonna be a national treasure. You're gonna
absolutely.
I know that I'm saying he will better get one.
Absolutely.
And adopt me. So
we'll have to drag him to Legion's Con.
I was just about to say that he's got to go to Legion's Con too.
Yeah, and another thing, I don't know if Isra mentioned this because I wasn't. Isra is doing amazing AI rap.
Oh yeah.
Nahuatl Spanish raps that are amazing.
Really?
You hear that now? Because last time you say, "Oh, I had enough," or yeah, well, yeah, they're kind of good.
He's got a really nice Spotify playlist that he puts together that's doing really, really well and getting lots of listens. So
I'll have to post the link to that.
I mean, he's really multi-talented, not just the customs, man. I mean,
I'm everywhere. You can find me in Spotify as Lop Mejorada, just like my name. I'm on the Spotify, YouTube as Lop Mejorada, everywhere.
He's got some bangers. He's got some bangers.
I will add you. I'm looking for new music, so I will add you, Ezra, for sure.
Yeah. I'm started doing like Spanish with Nahuatl, which is the mother language of the ancient cultures. So yeah, I put it there. Try to mix in some rap with some cool sounds.
And I really love the themes of the music. It's all about the culture. It's about respecting the ancestors, where we came from. The themes of family and love.
It was funny because it all starts for Rise of the Fifth Son. I mean, I started writing songs for Rise of the Fifth Son. I make the one song, unofficial song for Rise of the Fifth Son. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm doing good in this, and I start doing another one. Right now I have 53 songs.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
And he's got people contacting him wanting to buy his catalog and buy his music, but I don't think
nice.
I don't think we should do that.
Good. Yeah. I'm doing good by myself right now.
He's done some amazing stuff. Yes. So
I'll have to have you come back. and
right?
we'll do an episode for sure.
Yes. Again, like I say, I'm putting all my little space together because I used to live. I have a full garage full of Mythic Legions costumes, and also because I personally don't collect toys. I just buy them to chop them off and make new stuff. Like I just bought me 3 dragons. I'm waiting for them. I need to make a Quetzalcoatl, like a huge one, and maybe just keep one and resell the other one.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm ready.
Nice.
And I'm not afraid. That's what I like. I'm not afraid to chop up figures, even if they're expensive.
I'm terrified. I get scared of taking anything apart, man, because I wouldn't be able to fix it if I broke it, you know.
Yeah,
the other thing I really like about his art is how he's got such a good eye and he's able to repurpose stuff. It's
Right.
a very Mexican thing to do, right? Like,
Right.
we can make a washing machine out of a bicycle or whatever.
Exactly.
You're like resourceful. You're like inventive. You've got you make it happen, and that's what's really cool about your art. You'll mash 2 things together that that don't.
But it looks good though.
It looks
good.
amazing. Yeah, it'll look amazing. So you have that eye for that.
I'm making some seed dragons I think I posted on Cabal, but I'm bringing 2 seed dragons. Because remember, like the first time that I make 3 dragons, like 2 years ago, they come out with the dragon, and then it was funny because last year I make some like seahorses, remember? And then they come out with the fish figures and all that. So I was like, okay, next year I want to do something. Hopefully, they copy me for sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know about that, but I think you're probably tapped into something in the Zeitgeist. That.
That's right.
Universal consciousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's Eric. Eric is copying me. I know he. I tell him. He was copying me since the beginning. I probably have some cameras.
That could be. That could be. So no, May 5th is the
May 2nd.
No, I hold on. May 5th is when the Kickstarter page starts up.
Yes.
And then May 2nd is when the Mythic meetup is on in the West Coast.
West Coast Mythic meetup.
Galaxy Game Cafe from 9 to 2. What are you guys, old? 2 p.m.?
Is that what it says?
That's what it says?
2 p.m., yeah.
You got to go home and take a nap or what?
No, we don't go home. Like, everybody goes out to eat. There's a lot of places to eat there and hang out.
Margaritas.
And it goes late into the night, right?
Okay.
But from 9 to 2 is you shop, you participate in the activities and all that, and then everybody, it's just a really cool hang.
Then it's in the after party at Israel's house.
There you go.
No, I wish I could have an after party, but I live kind of a ways away. But there's a lot of cool stuff nearby, and it's fun. Some of my fondest memories are hanging out with David Williams, Thomas Belay, Blake, all those folks, and there's a pizza.
When I get my Mythic Legions meetup here in Houston on Texas, I'm gonna make maybe an hour go to the road and collect road kills to make customs.
Yeah, roadkill customs.
That's right. Boil off the meat and you have some nice skulls.
Right.
That's because Texas is so flat and boring that even the animals are trying to commit suicide. They're throwing themselves in front of cars.
Too hot.
I can go to Mythic Legions. I can go to California with Israel, so they just take the light off. Right. Yeah, I can bet on that.
Yeah, you should come out here. I'll put you up at my house. It'll be like you can live in my attic. You can refinish it. You can live there, and it'll be like Misery. Remember where Kathy Bates broke the guy's kneecaps so he couldn't get away? I'll just have you up there making customs for me.
Yeah, just keep bringing him parts. Just bring him parts.
I thought you were gonna say like the Simpsons episode where Bart has a bad evil twin in the attic. Because you always say we're twins.
Yeah, we're like twins. We got the same name. Isra.
There you go.
He's my tocayo. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
even the
yes.
last name, right?
So you
It
come
should
up.
be Lopez.
Yeah, my last name should really be Lopez, but we won't talk about how that happened.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, hopefully there's
So-
some pictures and you guys will share them hopefully on the
Yeah.
Instagram page so we can kind of live through the good times that you guys have.
Yeah.
And then I would love to have you guys back for when the Kickstarter comes
Sure.
about, goes live. We can talk about it all over again and bring some more attention to the work that you guys are doing and Jason's amazing sculpts and stuff. But yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And also, I don't know if you know this, but
I don't.
Schmurger is Mexican too. So
yeah. I say half, but it's the good half. And my real last name is Torres. It's Torres is my real last name. My dad. It's a long story, but my dad lived with his dad's friend and took Schmerber, and I'm like, why would you take Schmerber? Our last name is Torres. Why would you? But
Schmurger is a good last name. It always makes me hungry. I feel like
I was gonna say that
when I go out for burgers, you know,
Schmerburger
with a schmear of something.
Yeah, there you go.
What if you put it? You say smear beer. So
schmear burger.
Beer and a burger.
Beer
Burger. Beer burger. Yeah.
It's definitely more catchy than Torres.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah. Anytime.
Thanks so much for what you do. Like, you know, you're like the Mr. Rogers, I think, of the Mythic Legions community.
I wear sandals, no shoes, just sandals, chonkless.
Every time I hear
this year,
yeah.
This year I'm gonna be maybe on the hallway because I was
Me too.
I was used to be on a table. Well, last year on a table inside, but I was sharing a table, so I'm now getting my full table.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the hallway. I was in the hallway last year. Yeah. I'm in the hallway this year. That's okay.
They're gonna miss me on the inside for sure.
No, you made the hallway cool. Now everybody wants to be in the hallway now.
That's right.
He needs more room because he's got all kinds of crazy stuff.
The hallway is the new inside venue. That's
right. We're gonna make a party, bring some.
That's right.
Mariachis and
woo! Yeah.
We're gonna make some
margaritas, chips and salsa.
Yes.
Now we're talking.
It's gonna be awesome. All right, don't forget May 2nd, Mythic Meetup, Citrus Heights.
May 2nd. That's
Galaxy
right. Citrus Heights.
Cafe.
9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Look for this guy down here. He will be there. And a lot of other cool people.
Yeah. And there's plenty of stuff to do and hang out and
be awesome.
Too. So
it's gonna be awesome. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Bye. Thank you for Jason. And we'll catch you guys again soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.